Yes. We are back. We are back. We are back. You already know it's your boy Knowledge God. Hip hop is real. And we got the landlord,
What it
Cleveland's
is.
own.
Land of the hardest, man. You already know. What's happening, knowledge?
I'm gonna call you top tier Fonz, man. You know what I mean? Top
You, sh-
tier
you,
Fonz
you,
is in the building.
you should have been calling me that, baby.
I know. But that last performance said no, man. I feel like you just, you just elevated, man. Like if anybody had any doubts, there shouldn't be none moving forward. You know what I mean? None
For real.
moving forward. How you feeling, though, Fonz?
I feel good. I see niggas be having their nicknames PG killers. I might have to be a legend killer. You know what I'm saying? Be having
Switch
their
it up
nicknames.
for them.
Yeah, I might be the legend killer, man. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
Just got off work with Arsenal. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Did John, Charlie Clips this year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Bill. You know what I mean? I'm having a good
Uh-huh.
year so far.
I mean, listen, Fonz, you've been having a good, I think, 5 years. You know what
Oh
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. For
Like,
sure, for sure.
I wanted to start off by saying, like, I feel like you had one of the hardest, like, you took the hardest route to become top 10. As far as like boost to the ground, you
Yeah.
fought every fight that needed to be fought.
Hmm.
You fought niggas under you fought niggas in your class, you fought the mid-tier niggas all the way to you. You took your time. You ain't skipped no line and you did it the
No.
right way. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that
I
statement that I
told
just made?
I totally agree with it, bro. Like I ain't getting no handouts. That's why I be telling niggas all the time. I really, you know what I'm saying, I battled down everybody in my class. You know what I'm saying? When they presented me with a opponent who had a higher stature than me, I handled business. You know what I'm saying? Every time they doubted me, I rose to the occasion. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
yeah, I agree with you. You know what I mean?
And just as far as URL, I think you've only had what, one home game against Jay?
Yep. Yep. One home game. That's it.
Right. So, like, Gnome, let's just jump right into it. Gnome, man, long-awaited grudge match between you and John. I'm calling it battle of the night, and
Let's go.
and I think between you, Rock, and T Top, I think it's a fight, it's a debate for who had performance of the night.
Everybody was showing out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just to be in consideration. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Because I put a lot of work into the shit I was doing. I see a lot of motherfuckers be trying to downplay shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, John was motivated. Nigga don't want to hear that. Nigga was
Right.
motivated. Nigga was real motivated before the battle. You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? He was real
Right.
motivated before the battle. But I see lately he been on Twitter. He taking that L. You know what I'm saying? Like a real nigga. So salute to him. Salute to John for even, you know what I'm saying, stepping in the ring though. You know what I mean? For real.
Right. Right.
Salute to him for that. But at first he was trying to, I wasn't interested in it. Man, nigga ain't trying to hear that. We ain't going out like that. We ain't gonna do that. That's not respectable right there. But you know what I'm
Uh,
saying?
let's talk about it, man. You up there in New York, kind of, give us a point of, Fon's point of view, man. Just being in New York, the energy that was out there, give us
Energy,
the feel of how it was out there. Was
the
it
energy was
no?
crazy. Yeah, for sure. The energy was crazy. Like the fans was definitely excited. The building was lit. But y'all put a little gas on that shit. Like nigga, I didn't rock Houston. Y'all think I couldn't rock the Gramercy? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't rock Houston. It was probably, you know what I'm saying, double the amount of people in there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And Houston really,
this ain't your first rodeo.
I said that right. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? This ain't my first rodeo. Like I did this, bro. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So when people try to put that, oh, he gonna be in New York. Well, he didn't been in New York before, but this is a big stage in New York. It's different. You know what I'm saying? New York
Right.
like New York like bars. New York like when you on the nigga hills. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. And they like when you talking that shit.
Yeah, and they like we talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then every round was for John. You know what I'm
Now,
saying?
you guys, I believe, was the second battle of the night, right
Yeah,
after Eunice and Chess.
yeah.
Was it a plan for y'all to go that early, or was it just like they just came at y'all and was like, "Yo, are y'all ready?"
Yeah, it was on that type of time. It really, you know what I'm saying? Like I thought we
Because
was
I didn't
going to.
expect y'all to go second. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be
I
like
didn't,
T Top and Hustle or
yeah, I ain't
Jay.
expect it either. Like
Right.
shit. Well, when BG came and said, yeah, y'all might be next. It was like, damn. All right, let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to really running these bitches. You know what I'm saying?
So you win the coin toss, and John goes first, right?
Yeah.
What you feel? How do you feel about John's first round? Because that was, I think, his best round to me, and I thought he really, I
When
felt
that
like he
shit
was
was when that
explosive.
shit
I
was
felt like he did what he was supposed to do. But how do you
I,
feel?
I have to watch it back myself because when I was up there, I was like, this shit weak. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you felt like it was weak?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. When he was done with that round, I'm like, I'm about to smoke this nigga. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? I'm about to smoke this nigga. So yeah, I made some adjustments to my first round because his round was a little longer than mine, so I made some adjustments to my first round. But I don't think that first round was close. You know what I'm saying? At
right.
all, at all. Came out on ass for sure. Pause.
Okay, so you didn't feel like that was a strong round from John at all.
No, not there for sure. I didn't. It was like you know how motherfuckers say something to you and it'll affect you a little bit. Like, damn, that was hard. You know what I'm saying? That shit,
Right.
he said some crazy shit. I ain't get that. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
mean,
ain't get that. I think he said the squatters right bar. That was like okay. You
that was
know what I'm
hard.
saying? That
That
was
was
cool,
hard.
but I heard that a bunch of times. Everybody say
Right,
squatters.
right,
Everybody
right,
battle me say squatters rights. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right, right. That was,
So,
yeah, yeah. The way he
but
did it though.
the way he did it was nice though. I like the way he did it. You know what I'm saying?
So in your first, you said you had to make an adjustment. What was the adjustment? You said he went a little longer. How were you able to make the adjustment just for the fans when
So,
they go back and
so my
watch it?
first round really started off with we got NOME in New York. This shit perfect in a way. I'm finna murder you today. Yonkers, nigga, we coming to Atlanta with them hammers. We swerving where you stay. So if
Hmm.
a bitch give me a multiple choice, then we circle in the eight. You know what I'm saying?
That was hard.
That was my initial start off. But I had to add some shit to the beginning of it because it was like his round was a little longer and I ain't want him to, you know what I'm saying, nobody to try to push it his way because he had a longer round, you know what I'm saying? So I added the B Magic line, which I thought was crazy. You know what I'm saying? I added that, the porta potty line, and the motherfucking
That was
Tony
all
Bro line.
last minute on the spot.
I had the material though.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. Depending on what bag he went in, I had baggage. I got luggage. You know what I'm saying for him.
Right,
Depending on
right.
what bag he would have went in, I could have motherfucking pulled out other type of bars. You know what I'm saying? I still got
Oh, so
hella
you
bars
were
for
you
him.
were that ready. You were that ready for this battle.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I definitely was.
So I'm gonna say this. I was having a watch party, right?
Yeah.
And one of the things I remember us saying when we did our recap was like, your first was crazy, but it felt like it took a little time to start cooking a little bit. Like the first, I would
Yeah.
say, I don't want to say the first half because I felt like you started cooking before, like it got halfway, but it seemed like, and then really because you started really talking about the shit and all of the wild stuff and
So
everything like that.
so that's how my first round really started off. It came off like circling the A and then I'm right into it, right? Bam. But like I said, I added some shit to the beginning,
Right.
which I don't think it was slow, but it was overhead bars. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? I said 3 matches. That's all he had last year, and he was acting like he spazzing. Must have forgot he was still in every fucking bar. B Magic.
Be magic.
Nigga,
Oh my
nigga,
God.
niggas forget B Magic is in every fucking bar. That's
Yeah,
a
no,
double
that's
right
hard.
there.
No, that's
Must have
hard. That was
forgot he
hard.
was still in every fucking bar. Tell this weak bastard, this match ain't no actual pressure. We get active wherever. You had to go to Atlanta to get your shine, John. Well, now we back in the Mecca.
Mecca. Ah, that was hard. That was hard.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know what she was talking about. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, that was hard. That was hard. You know what it is? We were just so excited about when you got
Yeah,
into that shit. You know what I'm saying?
I know. But like you know what I'm saying? Like I said, there was a
Right,
couple of little overhead joints. You know what I'm saying?
right. So I'll say this, right? In John first, it felt like he tried to play defense or flip to try to diffuse. He tried to bring up the stuff that he kind of figured you would talk about and kind of like, nigga, what do I got? You say, nigga said I got a lot of shit against me, but what is it for real? Like, what do I really got? You know what I'm
So
saying?
so leading up to the battle, niggas kept saying, "Oh, Fonz said he gonna nigga block it." So you know what he gonna talk about? He's showing his hand. It's
Right,
all part of my plan. I'm
right,
telling you, this is what I'm coming with. What he do? Come out the first round, try to defend it. I don't even bring up that shit at all. I go
right,
another route. Boom.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Second round, he come trying to defend the other shit. Boom. I go
right,
another
right,
route. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Now what he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? He done talked about it for 2 rounds before I even mentioned it.
Right.
Boom, third round, rock him to sleep with it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nigga got outsmarted. You know what I'm saying? For him to be a tactician or a technician, whatever the fuck they say he is. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's one of the best, well-rounded, most technical, one of the past, the best defense and battle rap, all of that. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying? One of the best
nah.
at breaking people down, all of that.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? I took pride in that right there. It's like, yeah, he played right into my hand. I want to know if he won the coin toss, would he would have went first or second. You know what I'm saying? I believe he
Mm,
still would have went first because
right.
just watching his footage a lot, he liked to go first. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Set the tone.
Yeah, he liked to set the tone. So I wanted to know
Now,
if he would have went first or not.
I, I'm on the internet, online. I see a lot of people feeling like his second was his best round. Like just from what I'm seeing, other people saying. How do you feel about his second? Do you feel like it was closer? You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
the second was closer, but I still feel like I got him out of there in the second too. I feel like I won all 3 rounds.
Right.
You know what I mean? I felt like I won all 3 rounds. I was looking at the crowd. There was a lot of 2-0s out there. You know what I'm saying? After that second round, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of 2-0s out there.
Right. Right. I don't know if it was his second, but when you got into, the clone, bad news, the schemes and all of that, like that was like, oh my God. I was
Yeah,
like, if I'm
that was the first round.
oh, that was
That
the
was
first. Oh my God.
that,
That
put that shit
Jesus.
together. Put that shit together. You hear me? Put that shit
Yeah,
together, and it
like
was rapid, and it was back to back.
yeah, I mean the way you broke down bullpen and all of that, I thought was very creatively well put together. You know what I'm saying? Now when you get into your third round and you start hearing the 3-0 chant while you're halfway through your round, how did you feel in that building, man?
Yo, at first I'm like, damn, they chanting 3-0. I'm like, this is an ugly situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of
Right.
this, boy.
And you kept overkilling. Like when I thought you was gonna stop your third, you kept like, nah.
And I had more, but I was like, you know what? It's really over with now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's really over with now. Like niggas in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the dub give it.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna stop your round after that, and then you hit us with more bombs. I'm like, yo,
Yeah,
what's up with this guy?
for real. What's good? Yeah, no, I definitely had to put belt to ass, man. Like I said, John, definitely a formidable opponent, man. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I wanted to battle him. I wanted to battle him and Charlie Clips, one of my cousins who passed away. He always told me don't battle them two niggas. So, you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Rada, I did it, Rada. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he told me, he said, don't battle John, don't battle Clips. Them niggas think like you. You know what I'm saying? He
Right.
like them niggas think. I never knew what the fuck he meant by that. You know what I'm saying? But then when I got to watching John footage and see how he put together some of this shit, I understood a little bit. Okay, that's what he meant. You know what I'm saying? Probably with him. You know what I
Let
mean?
me let me ask you this: Were you were you disappointed? Do you feel like you didn't get the best, like, or the John you wanted, or are
No,
you
I ain't get
happy
that
with
fight I
how
want.
shit went out?
I ain't get the fight I wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
I
okay.
definitely wanted to leave that bitch with some bruises for sure.
Oh,
You
you
know what
felt
I'm saying?
unsafe. You felt like you didn't even get touched.
No, I ain't get touched with it. He ain't make me to the point where like I be matching energies. That's a good and a bad thing for me. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Like I be matching energies. If he would have turned up, then it would have activated me on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't never feel that right. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never feel that where it had to happen. Like, you know what I mean? Of course you should be on that type of time more automatically. But
Right.
it's something about a motherfucker put a little blood in your mouth and how you
Yeah.
turn it to oh really? You know what I'm saying? Okay.
So you ain't feel that pressure. You ain't feel no pressure on that stage. No pressure like from John at all.
No, I didn't. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't. No pressure. You know what I mean? No pressure because he was on the defense the whole fight. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he
Right.
said he was gonna be on offense the whole fight. He was on the
Right.
defense the whole fight. You know what I mean? So
Fonz, do you see it like tough, like not just John, but a lot of opponents? Do you feel like like you don't have much people can grab at? You know what I'm saying? As far as like, oh, what like to shit on your character or this or that. Do you feel like sometimes your opponents don't really have much they could really say to you?
hey man, that's on them. You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? When it be niggas I can't say nothing against, I find something to say against. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I go watch niggas footage. I watch a shitload of niggas footage. I pick out the flaws. If John didn't have all this shit like come up, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
it still would have been that type of battle. Like, you know what I mean? I would have had other shit to talk about. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Like, I ain't even want to use this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I ain't want to use it, but it's right here. You know what I'm saying?
The universe aligned and shit too perfectly.
Hey, that shit lined it up perfectly, bro. I was like, man, and I'm gonna do it to the point where each round, like I see somebody say, oh, he talked about the same thing for all 3 rounds. I didn't even talk about the same thing in 2 rounds at all. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
You know what it is? It did like because I remember saying that too. Like, damn, Fonz used this, those angles all 3 rounds. But like you said,
Yeah,
when you go back to watch it, you realize that no, you were really breaking shit down different rounds and putting things in its proper
yeah.
perspective.
Like the first round, I really broke down like the bullpen niggas. You know what I'm saying? The cloning bad news and shit like that. The second round, I broke down the Cassidy situation and the in-game situation. You know what I'm saying? The third round, I got on Calico and the Bay Mama situation.
That was
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying? Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the
I
most
ain't gonna lie.
funnest thing to do that right there because it was like that's just too easy. You know what I'm saying? For
Right,
real,
right. So that was the round you had the most fun writing.
man. I wrote that round on some quick shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? The round I probably had the most trouble with was my second because, yeah, I mean, I had wrote it and I ain't like it at first. Then I took it back to the lab. You know what I'm saying? And I doctored it up and I liked it more. But it definitely it was on how I delivered it. The bars was there, but I ain't like the
Right,
cadences too much in it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted
right.
to try to get into different cadences, but you know what I mean. The shit I'm saying in that motherfucker, the end game, you know what I'm saying? Pause shit, you know what I'm saying? The Cassidy shit, the Chipotle bowl. You made
Oh my
niggas rap
God, that
without the
was
bread,
crazy. Oh
Chipotle
my
bowl. You
God.
know what I'm saying?
Yo,
All
I ain't
that
gonna
type.
lie. The one where you said the line like your son to have like a Detroit accent. I thought that
Mm.
line was retarded. Like, yo, what's wrong with this guy?
Why
Why
your
you
kids
going
born
there?
in Atlanta, but they gonna talk like they come from Detroit?
Detroit? Oh my God! Like
Why my niggas
just
still ain't get that cake? Why is a
oh.
nigga on the app better than John who ain't get that break? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was a
Uh,
couple more than
why do you think John took the battle now at this point? You know what I'm saying? You guys been going back and forth for some time now. Why do you think he took it now? Or he said yes or whatever?
I felt like he was gonna say yes to me eventually. You know what I'm saying? Um I felt like it probably would have been that last year, but there was the Cassidy situation. You know what I'm saying? He
Yeah,
had that.
people wanted that battle. I remember during that time, even when the battle didn't go down, they're like, yo, just battle Fonz, fuck it. Before the year's up, battle Fonz in December, you can still get Cody. Like, blah, blah, blah. I remember that conversation too.
Yeah, yeah. So I felt like he, you know what I'm saying, it lined up. It was known, it was back in New York. Why not? You know what I mean? I said
Right.
he a warrior too though with all this shit. He ain't hiding. You know what I'm saying? He ain't hiding.
Respect. Facts.
He supposed to did a better job though with addressing that shit. He was trying to avoid it. And then he ended up trying to
Mm.
address it. He supposed to did a better job addressing this shit. And he shouldn't have never went live. I mean, started spaces and none of that type of shit. But I'm the type
Right.
of nigga, if it ain't no public shit like that, I ain't gonna use it. You know what I'm saying? So once he made that spaces and all that shit, it
He
made all
opened
that
the
shit fair
door.
game. Yeah, it made all that shit fair game. You know what I'm saying? Because if
Right.
not, I would never say nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't be digging in people
Got you.
personal shit like that.
Got you.
But
Got you.
once you did that, you open the doors for that. You know what I mean?
So the consensus, I put a poll out there too on Hip Hop is Real. Thousands of people voted. Most people are saying, I think it's like 42% are saying that you caught the 30. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
And I
yeah, it
think
was
it's like,
built to ass, bro. It was
yeah,
built to
yeah,
ass, and
yeah,
niggas ain't sweeping shit up under the rug, like you know what I'm
yeah.
saying. Niggas be getting I really be handling niggas, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like niggas
right.
be getting handled for real, and I don't know what y'all be watching. You know what I'm saying? But niggas be getting handled for real
Right,
with ease. You know what I
right.
mean? That shit don't be like no. I did feel pressure from the fact that you know what I'm saying niggas was doubting, but I love that though. You know what I mean? When niggas put me in an underdog position, I
Right.
love that.
When was the last time you felt like you were really under pressure in a battle for you? Like, where you like, yo, this nigga's making me fight, or she's making me fight, or like, yo, this is okay. I can't just play around, or I'm flustered, or I gotta really be on my shit. Like, when was the last time you felt that? Or that
Man,
round was so tough, man. Oh my God. Okay, I really gotta fight. When was the
Rum
last
Nitty,
time?
Rum Nitty.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, Rum Nitty was in that bitch straight hitting a nigga with body shots. I still got some wounds from that shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I still got a couple gun wounds and you know what I'm saying, gunshot wounds from that shit. Like He was in that bitch when he finished his first round. I'm like, God damn. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? Like, this
right.
nigga moving all over the place. He doing everything. You know what I'm saying? He rapping fast as shit. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So yeah, it was definitely nitty that I felt like that.
Now, I said that to say, right after you get on stage, Tay